Right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Go Nuts for Gaming audio podcast.
What?
Not video. It's better. It's better than our video podcast because you don't have to look at us.
Yeah. And I got a lovely beard trim and everything.
And Jerry, you got your beard trimmed and your haircut. It's
Lovely.
It's gorgeous.
Rabbit
And we can talk and we can be more adult.
Animated. Oh,
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah.
Adult.
Explicit.
So, joining me here, I am Ronan, by the way, from the Dungeon and Donut store in Galway. Mark is here.
Hello.
Jerry is here.
What's up?
The regulars from the video podcast. And we have a new addition, Pete.
Hello.
All the way
Hello,
from
Pete.
Yorkshire.
AKA Paul
All the way from the
Higginbottom.
the lovely land of Yorkshire.
Dirk
Not quite, but close.
Dirk Daggerford. He goes by a lot of aliases, this Pete.
Yes.
The aim of our audio podcast is to talk about mostly Warhammer,
Yay.
mostly Age of Sigmar,
Yay.
but we'll talk about other things as
With
well.
a
I'm
sprinkling
sure,
of
along the
other
way.
things.
We could
With a
talk
sprinkling of other
about
things.
Patagori, Warhammer
that's the whole point.
Skirmish, Warhammer Quest.
That's all Warhammer.
That's all Warhammer,
So
Jerry.
far.
So-
Really?
Yes.
So,
Mostly, yeah.
for people who haven't seen our Go Nuts for Gaming videos, I am Ronan. I have been playing Warhammer for about 18 years or so.
Jesus.
I have because I think by the virtue I work for Games Workshop and I own the store, I have a lot of armies. Mark,
You do.
I am Mark.
Hello,
I have
Mark.
been playing
You are
Warhammer.
welcome here.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. I've been playing Warhammer since 2006, maybe? 2006, I think.
I think since we had the Fun Forge
Yeah.
up in Ballyban.
It was after I started
I
a
was
job out of
ju-
college. So I think it
yeah.
was about
It
2006.
was the year before the shop, pretty much.
No. It's a long time before the shop.
Oh well, I met you probably
Yeah.
a couple of years before the shop.
So yeah, about that. I started with dwarves. So I started with the Battle for Skull's Pass. So that was dwarves and goblins, or greenskins as they were called.
You keep it brief, Mark.
It's not it's a monologue now.
Then
Welcome to Mark Brown, the life of.
after 6 months, I moved on to. I think it was
And yay
Bretonnia.
and woe.
Hey, nonny.
Just trying to. I am now playing Death.
D4.
The
Mark.
gash for life.
Mark is dead. We
I am done.
about 2 years ago, was it a year ago?
2 years
We
ago
were
at
all-
this stage.
It was when Age of
Myself,
Sigmar came out.
Mark, and Jerry
And
kind of did a Tale of Four Gamers where we had to order
with-
chaos,
With Paul.
death,
Other
and
Paul.
Troll Paul, Trader
Trader Paul.
Trader.
Paul, who's left us,
Trader.
had destruction.
I like him.
He's a trader.
And that's why you're here, Pete,
Yeah.
for
Thank you.
balance.
Oh yeah, just the balance
Jerry.
of the thoughts.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
Oh yeah. Hello, I'm Jerry. I've been playing Warhammer for about 25 years. My first army was Death. And then I had a bit of a...
What happened to them?
So your first army was dead.
Death.
Oh, sorry.
Death, the old undead,
Death.
back
Okay.
in the day.
Don't
And then I had a
punch
bit
the
of a
cannons.
chaos one, and at the moment I'm playing Khorne and Skaven, and I'm starting to do the Zinch army. But we'll get to that
We'll
later.
talk about more about that later.
Yeah.
Pete.
My name is Paul,
Pete.
aka Pete.
AKA
I've been playing
Dirk.
Warhammer since
Last
I could
weekend?
Saddle a whippet.
Last weekend?
Which was very early in my life and career on Earth.
Last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend actually. Yeah, it's brand new to me.
Whip it every now and again.
I'm currently trying to make the High Elves work in Age of Sigmar, which is not easy because they die
You
pretty
did alright.
easy. But I'm playing going to play Stormcast, and I'm also going to move on to the Ideneth, which I'm actually wasn't entirely taken with to begin. Fishes on land wasn't really my
Seaman.
bag. That's like
You're
yes.
all about the seaman, Pete.
I was all
Insert
about the
joke there.
insert joke, but now I'm
you
thinking.
pardon the pun.
Joke. It's serious. He does like
Very
seamen.
serious.
I'm thinking that
You love seamen.
giant turtles on land are there in my bag now. So there you go.
I think I'm going to call my Ideneth King Master Bates.
That's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Why
Really?
would you do that?
Because it's a good name.
It's not really.
He's
Is
going to
it?
bait people up in combat.
Question, before we get on to any of this. Right?
Yeah.
It just popped into my head when you said turtles on land.
Turtles on
Are
land.
like little
Turtle
baby
power.
turtles that you can buy in a pet shop.
Yes.
Roughly the same scale as...
Yeah, why not?
That would be class. Go!
Get
Go
a blow,
forward!
get a blowtorch.
I'm going to be honest
Get
with you,
them moving.
a turn will be a long time trying to get that over the table. How far does it move? You know,
That would be
Magnetise
fast.
his feet.
Just glue them on.
you would
Well,
have
not glue them.
you would have-
Sellotape them on.
Do you know what you'd have to have?
go.
Do you know
Yeah,
those
that
sticks that
could
they
be-
have on the air when they're moving aircraft
Yes,
across?
yes,
You'd have to
yes.
have one of those moving
Yeah,
your turtle.
yeah, it's drawing
Or
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
magnetise him.
As we don't have
Magnet.
like a name for our audio podcast, and we probably come up with a name during every episode, kind of like another program. That could be a good name. Blowtorch and Turtles. Episode 1.
Blowtorches turtles.
I like it.
Okay, cool. So that's
Well,
us.
this is different
No
audience.
turtles were harmed in the making of this episode.
Except for that one.
That's us.
Yeah,
Between
but
us, we have
He was a tortoise. They don't count.
60 odd years of gaming experience.
Jesus Christ.
More than an old person.
That's pretty good. We're all old, beardy gamers. Apart from
I'm clean shaven.
apart from Mark and CJ. So,
Weirdo.
Age of Sigmar 2.0 came out over the last kind of month and a half.
Yes.
Indeed,
surely.
Is it better than the first one? Why is it better than the first one? Mark?
It's better than the first one. I suppose it is. It has gotten more I don't like the complications that is brought in.
What complications, Mark?
Magic and stuff.
Magic and stuff.
I don't like complicated games.
How
Age
dare
of
they
Sigmar
bring-
was very simple.
How dare they bring magic into a fantasy
And now
game?
it's just not as simple as it was.
But
Did
all
I-
the
did
other
I
change about
miss
magic
all
is
that?
that you can dispel from further away.
Did I miss all
And you have
the
malign sorceries.
complications?
I'm not.
Death.
Jerry,
Yeah.
is Age of
No,
Sigmar
it-
2.0 better than
It
Age
is
of
better.
Sigmar 1?
It is better.
I think it is because they've tidied up a few things. You can only, if you're in combat, you can only shoot the unit you're in combat with. Makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was-
I like it. They've
that changed.
the
Yeah.
points are a wee
That
bit
needed
more
that, yeah.
tweaked a bit as well. But and the thing I love most, Pete was just flicking at. You can't see obviously because we're not on camera.
Maps.
The maps. Ronan, maps. I know
We
where
now
my
have
army
a
is.
world that we can
Yeah.
look at and go,
Yes.
ooh, there is
Yeah.
a world.
Yeah.
Now,
'Cause when the old world got buggered over,
blown to pieces.
when Age of Sigmar first came out,
Too soon.
there was a lot of
Got
rage.
checklist.
A lot of rage.
I hate that.
Where are they going? They killed a really good story, and now they have an amazing lore
Dolores
and
class.
maps.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, this is the bit that I was going to move on to because
yeah.
um,
Is
whilst
Age of
you,
Sigmar 2 better than Age of Sigmar?
it is, but for very different reasons for me because I know that you lot are going to give a highly technical beard view of Age of Sigmar.
You clearly don't know me.
Apart
gaming
from
view.
Mark, who's got no beard, but I'm going to give it a slightly different slant from my point of view because I'm a fluff monkey and really love,
Really?
love
other things.
fluff.
Whippets, monkeys.
Whippets and monkeys,
How much
yeah.
do you charge?
It's like now. It's like I know band.
From my point of view,
Nick getting the boys are from the Verminvolts.
the fact that they released
Fish.
this,
There you go.
the fact that they released, shush, I will have my say, or you will die.
Quite you.
I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
no,
yes,
no.
Yes, no.
No.
Let me have a say.
Don't make us bring in a talking stick, Jerry.
I from my point of view, the first Age of Sigmar, I was gutted over the fact that Warhammer had died, and I was completely devastated. And the elves and all the
I put up my hand to agree.
I cried and cried heavily. And
Were
you
you
know,
one of the people who burnt things?
no, but the guy who did set fire to
Or
stuff
from
online, I
Tortoises.
was right there with him as solidarity for the
All they
brother.
needed to do was kill Carol Franz, and the story would have progressed nicely. in my opinion.
But
Yeah, nobody likes the
I
punch.
resisted playing Age of Sigmar. I really did. I came into the shop. I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't do it. And eventually I did. But
We
it
whittled
didn't
down
have the background for
like
me.
a lump of marble being carved into Michelangelo's David.
It didn't have the background for me. It was a bit light on background. It was very gamey. But now, this second edition, the book is beautiful. Yeah, it's got lore, it's got background to it. And now, it's made the miniatures, the actual game, come to life for me. So, whilst the technical side of it, I don't mind. I just love playing. And I do like the new rules.
Well,
We
in-
played a massive game the other night. I loved it.
Yeah. In fairness, Age of Sigmar 2 is 3 years on from Age of Sigmar. So in
3
3
years?
yeah.
Yeah.
In 3 years, they
That's-
have built this amazing world with loads of lore and fluff for all you fluffy people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Monkeys, yeah.
For me,
Why did
I
they
guess-
go with one though?
I'm probably the most gamey gamer of the four of us.
Yes, you are.
I like the game. I also like the fluff, but I much prefer the game
I'm
and,
about
and trying to
50-50.
build the best armies, etc., etc.
But can we talk miniatures just for a second?
No.
Because Do you know?
This isn't a miniature showpiece.
No. Just for a second, I hated the idea that high elves disappeared off the shelves, and there was just some stuff left.
Bretonians have been killed.
Bretonians were killed, and I really hated
Never heard
this.
of them.
And I couldn't see a way the way like the Stormcast were okay, the Sigma Marines and stuff like that. But eventually, I came around to the idea now that actually they're replacing them with some really cool armies, and they're very different. They're not samey, so they've really gone.
Sorry to interject there now.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
No, but
Sorry
they
to
haven't gone. They're still there. They're in like.
No, they are still
Do you
there,
know
but
what I
they're not. But if you look now, if you look now at the new armies, you can play the older stuff if you want to. That's
the
great.
last winner of the last Grand South Coast GT was mixed order.
Yeah,
Well,
that
that
was
was the grand tournament last year. It was mixed order.
Yeah,
using
which is all
a lot
about
of the
like
older
tiles
stuff.
and stuff.
But what I'm pointing out is that if you look now at the new armies that are coming along, all those people that kind of like me who lamented the death of saying, oh, I can't go online and buy silver helms anymore, oh boo hoo. I look at the stuff now and it's just so radically different, but it's just so interesting to get into.
That's the thing. Why would you want to?
Yeah.
When you
Because
can have
Bretonians were class.
yeah, Bretonians were class.
Bretonians
They're
never
gone.
existed.
They weren't two-dimensional at all.
Bretonians are a figment of Mark
They'll
Brown's
bring out
imagination.
something new in the next couple of
This is the
months.
Twilight Zone.
That all these guys riding cool mad horses, and that'll make up for everything.
With lots of
No, they
flowing
won't.
stuff behind them.
Ronan's just trying to make Mark feel better. That's never going to happen.
But you see, the problem I had with it,
Oh, here we
Right.
go.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
it's
off
pure-
and one out.
it's purely financial.
Oh.
I had spent a lot of money investing in
Yeah.
the Bretonian
Yeah,
army,
yeah,
and
that's
they have
fair
now wiped it out completely. So
Yeah.
I may as well be like the guy on the internet that burnt all these models.
Yeah, but you're not.
because
in
I
Egypt.
can't play them.
Well, you're not that kind of Egypt. You're in Egypt, but you're not that kind of Egypt.
But
You could just spray
That's-
them all white and wash them, and they'd all be undead because they're all dead.
I want them to be Bretonians, not undead. I have an undead army that is undead. I don't need a Bretonian army to be also undead.
that is a good point, Mark. They are one. I can't think
just-
of any other.
It's one
Tomb
fact. It
armies.
is one
It's the
faction.
only-
Tomb Kings are still there.
It's the
You can still
only
play
army
them.
that has been
They're
completely
not in
wiped
match play
out.
anymore. They're in the Legends thing, along with a lot of the Dark Elf stuff.
They are in match play. They have scrolls.
No, they've been moved into that Legends thing. You know, the Warhammer community side?
Yeah, the Legions and the Gash book essentially wiped out the Grand Alliance of Death.
Yeah.
So if it's not in the Legions and the Gash,
But if
in
you're
it
making a
won't work.
match play army
Can you still
with
do it?
death, you can still have
Oh, maybe.
the Tomb King stuff. They're just called other things.
Alright.
Anyway.
See, Bretonians aren't in the GHB anymore, so they don't have a point.
I'll have my quick say on
Oh,
Age
and
of
the
Sigmar.
GHB,
Yes,
the
you may.
MFI, CID. Well done, Mark.
No acronyms on this show.
Oh, sorry.
Less of that now.
STFU.
So as a gaming gamer, Age of Sigmar 2 is much, much better for
Yes.
the reasons that the lads pointed out already. No shooting in combat and all that kind of crack. And the command phase is a lot better with the new command points and the 3 generic command abilities you can use in the battle shock phase and the charge phase, etc. And getting to use all your command abilities of all your heroes that you bring.
Yeah.
It just brings a new dimension to army building and combos and how combos will work and interact with other units, etc., etc. So, and of course the malign sorcery,
Yes.
which is huge.
The endless
Ah,
spells.
not really.
The endless spells are going to be. I don't know whether
I have been rather
will
disappointed
they be
with.
that huge for
They have
tournaments?
been. They
Already?
have been.
There was a
There's-
big one.
The
for-
Umbral spell portal is now.
Oh, that's right.
One
and the
use per
Geminids.
turn.
And the Geminids as well.
I don't know. I didn't hear
Yeah,
about the Geminids.
so the Geminids can't affect the same unit.
Alright. The spell portals have been completely
That's right, I remember reading
rolled
that.
back.
Have they?
Yeah. You can now only cast either one endless spell through them a turn or one spell through
Alright.
them a turn.
Cool, and like Age of Sigmar 2.0 or whatever you want to call it is generally better for all them reasons. And as Pete was saying,
A beautiful
the
box
models that came out
The
were
models have gotten better. On this.
stunning.
Uh,
And
Well, like,
set.
they
It is. It's a
didn't-
beautiful box set.
My problem was never with the game, Age of Sigmar. Like, from the first time me and you played it, I thought it was a class game.
yeah,
Is it the round bases?
No.
everything looks better on the round
Everything
base.
looks
But
better
it's
on the
just,
round base.
like, they only tweaked a few little things. and
What
they
annoyed me
tidied it
about
up.
Age of Sigmar, and I didn't really vocalize it at the time, were the stupid rules. Like,
Jaunty.
kneel down,
Yeah.
Don't
do this
say
stupid
anything
thing.
about
For the lady!
For the lady!
Yeah, I mean, come on. As a gaming gamer, I hated that shit.
Yeah, well.
It's a bit of crack.
But then they got a bunch of guys together and created the General's Handbook, which was huge. It changed everything, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
So fair play to all them
But brought the
playtesters
gaming
and
aspect.
gamers.
We've had some
yeah.
of them.
It was a hobby until they brought out the General's Handbook.
Yeah.
But still,
It's still a hobby, man.
Well, no, yeah, but it was more for the hobbyist. Now it's for the gamer as well
As
as the
someone said when I used to work for GW, maybe you've heard this as well.
Because
Paul,
I used
Pete,
to work for GW as well. Yeah.
maybe Mark
GW
didn't.
make the best models around. It
They
just
do.
so happens there is a game you can play with them.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
obviously,
they're-
most of the sales Games Workshop get are probably due to the game.
But that motto did change quite
Yeah,
often.
yeah.
So, you know, but yeah, it was. We make the best, you know.
But a lot of people come into the store and just buy the
Yeah.
models for the models, you know? Anyway, we move along.
Moving along
Because we could spend hours on
To
them.
the weather.
2 weeks ago,
to the weather.
out in Mark's house and garden,
Out
In
not
the
the
rain.
rain, Crockwell,
In
Lochray.
the summer
lashing
rain.
yeah.
In the rain.
we
under-
played a big,
2.5
huge
months of
Warhammer bash.
We
We
did.
did.
There was 6 of us.
There was.
We all had 2,500 points each.
We did.
Even Pete,
Even Pete.
Even Pete.
you built like a...
I built like a maniac.
you
2,500 points
That's
of
the correct way of saying that.
of elves and
so-
went absolutely cross-eyed. Yeah.
For the people who weren't here,
Fire
Sean, one of our customers and friends, had
Is it me?
Stormcast.
That's a strong word.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had, yes,
He had strong-
That's a strong word.
Paul Shoiga, he wasn't here,
had
had
Death
combined hybrid death
Well,
dwarf.
he had.
Dwarf fires.
Dwarf.
Yeah,
Fire,
he had.
yes.
But Paul
yeah.
is probably the least experienced Age of Sigmar, and he just got models because he liked models.
Oh, he just came out for the crack, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
He
for the
was
crack.
And it was good.
It was kind of.
He
It
didn't roll
wasn't.
the dice all
It wasn't
the-
really a match play thing. It was an open.
No,
play.
no, it was a complete.
It was more beer and pretzels in the game
Yeah,
happening at the same time, kind of thing.
I had Chaos
You did?
with Archeon leading Slaves of Darkness and a
Archeon's
big.
broken.
Archeon is broken.
Yes, John, we can
It's still,
agree.
it's still broken. So. Mark, you had.
I had my Nagash model, so way back when we started that Tale of Four Gamers, we also had a Facebook page kind of
Yeah.
doing our progress.
You were
so
afraid to paint again.
I was terrified to paint Nagash for about 2 years.
Yeah.
But I finally got around
You did.
and I painted him, and he is beautiful.
You
and
did
I
a
love
very
him.
brilliant job,
He
dude.
is beautiful.
I really, really like him. So I brought my Nagash with all my skeletons,
Yeah.
and now they've just brought out
It was a
2.0.
long labour of love.
It was.
It was.
Just like my
I'm still
Archeon.
not finished. I'm still. Your Archeon was painted in a day and a half.
It was.
Well, a week, Mark.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
How many? Yeah, but how long were you painting? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was playing constantly.
So just when I got Nagash finished, I was thinking, oh, I'm finally getting to the end of my Death Army. They bring out Nighthaunt, and now I've kind of fallen in love with those as well. So I'm now painting an entire Nighthaunt.
And
army.
Jerry tried to make up for his faux pas at the trip to Nottingham by bringing.
My boy Nickit.
Yeah. I
My
don't
boy
think, I
Nickit.
don't think it made up to him, but
Still hasn't been to
the
Nottingham.
the
though.
He
homeland.
will. He will. We'll be over there.
He
again.
could have been there last time, but you didn't bring him.
No.
I
I'm
forgot.
not going to bring him.
Traitor.
But Nickit,
Sell out.
and some of me old Skaven stuff, and some of me new Bloodbound stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had mixed
It's
cats.
a nice
And
mix.
Pete,
I had. Who did I have on the big dragon? Eltharion, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
some high elf dude.
Yeah, on a dragon, which wasn't that big when you consider the dragon on the table was probably snack size compared to
Archeon.
every other Archeon and
As
everyone
Sean
else.
Connery in the Untouchable said,
Yeah, you brought.
cue impression. You brought that knife to a gunfight.
I did indeed bring a knife to a gunfight. Survived mostly.
Just about.
Just
Valky had a
about.
proper go at him.
Did he die?
No, everybody had a
No,
proper
the
go
other
at it.
lad died because
He-
he foolishly charged Nickit.
The Griffin fella.
The Griffin, yeah,
Prince.
the guy on the the
It
It
prince.
was like
What's
it was like the Island of Blood box set though. It was like Nickit versus the lad and the Griffin.
Yeah, true.
And
It was,
Nickit
and
broke his face.
he did.
And Archeon and
Broke everybody's
Nagash were
face.
staring at each other from a long distance.
Yeah, I immediately
Tenderly
diagonal
across the
myself.
battlefield.
Archeon tenderly caressed
Why
everybody with a
do
huge paw.
Zombie birds suddenly appear.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I ran away.
And
from
you
that
had
again.
what else? You had beginner and sword masters.
Oh man, I had
White
like
lines.
20 sword masters, 20 a unit of 10 reavers. Remember, reavers can shoot three.
Reavers are very good.
Reavers
Reavers are
shoot
cool.
3
Very
times.
surprised at them, lads.
They were awesome.
But then what happened, Pete?
They shot the hell out of stuff,
And then what happened?
and then I think somebody killed them.
This gave and killed him.
Yeah, well.
And 20 sword masters tend
20
to bounce off.
And what
Archeon.
happened to the flank that was faced up against the
It
Grey
was
Guard?
no. It just.
Oh, yeah, they got
sorry,
butchered as
sorry
well.
to correct you now, Ronan. It wasn't just 20 sword masters. There was 20 white lines in there as well.
There was
Yeah, but they went after Archeon and got absolutely.
Yeah,
slaughtered.
actually, the tactic that I did, I was there basically for the crack. So what I did was I
Let me
attacked
interrupt you just
Archeon.
for 1 second, Pete. Just to mention we had a special mission.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
So,
going to say this is
In the
context.
middle of the table, we were playing 8x4 table.
8x4, yeah.
In the middle of the table with 6 of us on it, with 2,500 points, was one little round gate. And the idea of the game was to get all our units to the round gate,
And,
and our general, but our general couldn't leave.
General had to be last off the
Yeah.
field.
and I was bang in front of the realm gate, so everybody horsed in at me. So
No,
sorry to interrupt.
no.
Sorry to interrupt.
And-
apart
also
from the fact that I
incorrect.
did tempt fate by shooting bolts at Nagash
I warned
and
Pete
attacking
before the game even started. Don't shoot.
and
Don't attack
attacking.
me, Pete.
Yeah. So what
And
I did
then what
was.
happened when you stuff
I
attacked me?
thought
it died.
for the crag, I'm going to shoot at Nagash, and I attacked Archeon with 20 sword masters and 20 white
At the
lions.
start of that game, we drew lots to see the player order, and I was last. And it was kind of annoying that I had to sit there to watch 6
2
people
hours.
or 5 people play. But as it turned out, going last was kind of sweet
Yeah.
because I got to choose who to whack. And I
Yeah,
had to put other chaos people in line that time. Well, it was the only thing I could
Oi.
charge, and
Oi.
Archeon had to
Put a
do
bit of
something.
schmuck on them.
Put a bit of schmuck in them,
out
yeah.
of everything on the table, the high elves were somewhat
Schmuck's being Irish for
outgunned,
manners.
Yeah.
but they
Very
still survived
nationalistic.
fairly well.
And Paul Shogun nearly won the game by not even rolling a bloody dice.
He didn't even touch it.
He was
Shogun
just
did.
slowly in the
We
corner.
made him roll a dice for something.
I think it was to
I think it
decide
was
something.
priority for turn
I
or
think it was to decide the endless. It was an endless spell, wasn't it? You had to roll.
Oh,
to
that's
the,
right.
That's
he
right.
decided an endless spell. That's why he did.
There was also a random endless spells appearing, and the first one that appeared, Jerry
Dispelled.
was Colour of Corn
From outside.
Mark through a hissy fit.
I
did
did not.
Poor old Max
Mark
Wobble.
was
I
very
wanted
happy
to have
about it.
fun with all the endless spells, but
We were
no.
having fun.
You went off and ruined it. Ruined it for everyone, Jerry.
We were having fun.
It was going to appear right in the middle of your
I know.
Raznax, Nash and Jaws and just go chompy chomp.
But it was great crack,
It was.
and it just what's the word I'm trying to look for? It just kind of gets over at how great this game is for getting together with your mates and just
And
having a crack.
Started at 9, finished at
Don't be
half
mean,
4.
Jerry.
Yes, there. Started 9
Hold
9
9
p.m.
p.m. finished at half 4 in the
Hot
morning.
4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So
It was great crack.
It
And
was-
who
it was
won?
good fun.
the high elves.
Jerry,
We all won because we all had fun.
That's right.
But I won the most because I won.
from building them. I won the most.
I won the mostest.
Yeah.
From building those
Best
armies
sports.
and playing that
Nottingham.
game, even though it wasn't a proper match play game. Did you discover anything cool about your army that you didn't know before? Or
Yeah.
was there a unit you brought that?
I
"Ooh,
am
should
going
really
to
bring
get
them more
chaos
often."
trait tattooed on my left arm, so I
I
remember
need-
to use my chaos trait that I
I
still
need
have
to
yet to
bring a lot
use
more
3.5
grave
years into the game.
I forgot to use it all game actually.
Yeah.
I need some Graveguard, some Necromancers, and a couple of Vampire Lords, and I could be pumping out like 240 attacks.
I need some bigger beasties.
You do.
You know,
Well,
and
I
a
don't
bit-
know. I've won a couple of games and I don't have any big beasties at all.
And I think Sean needs to learn that
Retreating.
charging Archeon
Retreat.
with
Yeah.
Oh
a
yeah,
couple of small elite
Sean's
units
first
is not
turn
working.
was to edge everything.
Well,
Moonwalk to the
he was
back.
being cautious, tactical.
No,
He was being
Age
shocked.
of Sigmar
The
is
mission
not.
was get off the table.
Age
You
of-
tried to get
yeah.
off the table backwards.
Age of Sigmar is not for the cautious. Don't edge off the table or put your troops in a line and slowly march them in a different direction. Attack, kill, go mad.
I've learned that Archeon's command ability is
Broken.
unbelievably
Broken.
good.
It's all
Archeon,
broken.
it's just broken, really.
Kept killing everything.
That's all people kept saying was Archeon was broken.
I never
Meanwhile,
said it.
Nagash was over in the corner.
Nagash,
doing
Just
his
have
thing.
a-
Nagash got a
have
fair
the
lot of
balls.
wounds took off him by the high elves, it has to be said.
Anyway, it was a great night, and we're going to do
You're
it again.
welcome.
It was
Fingers
it was good
crossed.
crack.
But we have a different plan for the next one.
We do. Which segues nicely.
In the meantime, after playing our big game,
Yes.
and after opening our box sets, and after seeing what's what, and after me being sick of playing with Stormcast and Order, I'm going to play. We're going to play a Path to Campaign,
Oh, more.
a Path to
different
Glory
order.
campaign.
Yeah.
order, but
I'm gonna play the new order that's
better than the other order.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
You're welcome, Ron.
Fuck you.
It's okay. We can just mark it as explicit. Curse away.
Yeah. Well, I said
You
fuck.
flopping grasshold.
Anywho, with all the new players with Age of Sigmar
No
2,
one wants to be the first one to curse.
I know. I
Oh,
want.
sorry.
with all the new players with Age of Sigmar 2, and there has been a few,
Good luck.
yeah, we're going to start the Path to Glory campaign again.
Tell us more.
It's only for the four of us.
Tell me more.
So for people who aren't aware of the Path to Glory campaign works, you pick a leader, and the leader will get X amount of followers.
Can I be the leader?
No.
Yes,
Oh,
of course you
okay.
can.
No
We
one
shall
wants,
not follow you, Pete.
no one wants to follow you, Pete.
Okay.
Petey, Polly, Polly, Petey, Petey.
Oh.
I'd
We're
rather
not
be
whippets.
behind him than in front of him.
We're not with.
Easy.
Easy.
Careful now, careful.
Easy, Tiger.
So, throughout these audio podcasts, we'll keep you up to date with our Path to Glory campaign.
Oh yeah,
Yes, indeed.
which is how we built the first army.
Exactly. Yeah, it's how we built. It's how I built up my Stormcast army and my Order army.
Is this not how it just became a big arms race to find the biggest characters in the in
Well,
the
it
Age of
could turn into
Sigmar?
an arms
It
race.
does
Yeah.
eventually, but
Yeah.
not
It's
at the
kind of, well, apart from what I found out today about James, who's not here, his army, it seems kind of balanced-ish.
Do tell more. Tell more. Say
Well,
it.
no, when we get to James's, we'll just... that's all.
Did you realise that James is bringing horrors that turn into?
No,
horrors
I
that
realised
turn
that
into horrors?
James's leader is a Lord of Change,
Yeah,
whereas my leader is the Guardian of Souls with a Nightmare
Oh.
Lantern.
exactly.
Oh,
Hey, listen.
look,
that,
a Lord of Change.
that lantern could be pretty
A
dangerous.
Yeah.
Lord of Change.
fire!
Not that
Yeah,
dangerous.
what's he going
But
to
don't
change?
forget, Mark. We are playing on 4x4 to begin with,
Yeah.
so you'll be right up on his grill straight away.
Running and smash his
Yeah.
face in.
And that Lord of Change isn't that good in combat.
No,
But still.
Probably better than everything else, though, that we're starting with. But you know,
Probably is
we'll see.
leading the Arabs race at
would
the
he
moment.
be better than Skyfires?
well, he's good at spells. He's good at wizardry.
Yes, your Skyfires are a small unit, so they might not be there by the time it comes to you getting to move them.
Ah, yeah, but I'll have other stuff. as
But you
well.
have many small units.
I will have many small units
Yeah.
Anyway.
and other things.
So, are we going to go through the armies?
So, well, I am, because I'm sick of Stormcast at my Order army, I am picking Order against Idonet.
No, this is the army I was gonna do.
Yeah, well, James copied me, so you can
Yeah.
copy him.
Ah, right. Okay.
I built my Matalan electrical wizard.
Matalan.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
went to Matalan
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some Ideneth. That's
Yeah.
the wrong
What's
place
that? That's
altogether.
such a weird name. Is that
Nice.
like some kind of...
Matalan
old
was the
name
old
for
god.
elves.
He was the
god
sea
of
god,
the
elven sea god.
Oh, there you go. Okay, not an electrical leader.
Oh, was that?
no.
Yeah, I'm
Or
sure
a
it was the
cheap
elf.
clothes.
No,
shop.
no.
The
it's not.
old empire god Manon was Matalan in the elf.
I thought it was the elven sea god.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
This proves no one listens to me.
What, Jerry?
We'll record
What did
when
Jerry
we-
say? What did Jerry? We'll cut that
Don't
out,
worry,
Jerry.
it's
We'll
all
just
right,
have you
it's all right,
sounding
don't
all
worry. Is
clever.
Jerry speaking?
I don't. Who's Jerry?
Yeah.
What?
Who is Jerry?
No,
I don't know.
Jerry. Who?
Jerry who?
That could be the name of the first episode.
Is he the next
Episode one.
doctor? Is he?
I
Who's
thought it
Jerry?
was,
Burning
blowtorch
turtles is
and
better.
tortoises.
Bold.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm
Anyway.
playing with Idonet. I'm taking a king, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
the lad on the seahorsey fella.
Yes.
Deep mare.
Deep mare.
And 3 units of Namanatari trolls.
Yeah.
It would be really nice if he could.
Which are kind of cool. And I get me boat.
A what?
You
Give me
did.
shipwreck.
Did you
It
see
looks
it?
lovely.
He did, but I've seen it. When's that? Is that out soon? Is it?
Which?
The shipwreck?
The boat's been out
It's
for
out.
ages.
Has it been out for ages? Has it?
Sure, I built it yesterday, Pete. You were watching me.
Oh, I thought you got that as. I thought you got that as a.
No, it's
No,
been-
no,
it's
that's
been
been
out
out
since
since
the
the other
Army
day.
was-
Why haven't I got one of these?
Do you
You
want one?
never ordered them.
Right, order me one, Jerry, quick.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Remember we played the game of how much they are last night?
We did play the game of how much we
Go
are.
on, man. How much?
24 quid.
No, 35.
You get 60.
I said 60.
You're way out.
Mad.
Yeah.
Madman. What else?
Anyway, I'm
I
playing.
don't know, Lighting Codex.
I'm playing Idonet with then
Got it.
the king and the 3 followers of trolls. Mark.
I am, as I've said already, playing the Guardian of Souls with the Nightmare Lantern. He gets 4 followers, so I'm bringing 3 units of 10 Chain Rasp Hordes and 1 unit of Miremorn Banshees.
Is that the one that gets the bonus followers? In the book?
No, he's the Soul Spirit Torment.
They're lovely.
Now, that's what I'm bringing at the minute, but
Oh.
I might
Oh.
take one of the units of Chain Rasps out and replace it with something else.
No backsies.
Oh.
But I don't know yet.
No backsies.
No, it's
See, if I
once
bring,
you start.
it's just
We haven't
just
started
numbers.
yet.
You see.
We haven't
If I
started.
bring 2, I can have 2 units of 30. But if I bring 3, I can only have 3 units of 20.
So we're kind of house ruling
Because
it
I've got
where
60.
You can only
we-
have 10.
Yeah, but if I roll these in subsequent rounds, I can add 10 to
No,
that
you can't.
unit.
yeah,
Yes, you can.
You can.
Since when?
Because
So
it's in the book.
Forever, Jerry.
When it's written in the book, you know that it's real.
We're doing a little house rule where we pick our leader.
Pick the
obviously,
first round.
But the first round we will pick our followers from the basic follower table.
Yeah, the retinue
Yeah, and
And
followers.
then after that
table.
we roll.
After that, yeah.
So no extra heroes from the start.
No.
no.
Jerry.
I'm going Zinch Arcanite. I had my Zinch stuff before James did. It was my idea before James did. So at the moment,
In the podcast where he can't defend himself.
good. At the moment, I'm leaning towards having a Zangor Shaman on a disc,
Yeah.
and then he gets 5 followers. 2 are going to be Skyfires. 1.
We had a very bad experience in Nottingham.
Hence,
Oh my
hence the
God.
reason I'm bringing Skyfires.
You didn't play that army, did you?
No,
That's why you
we,
finished the
we
boat.
dodged that
They
bullet.
got the easy route.
Yeah.
The unit of the Enlightened, and then 2 units of normal Zangor. But that's all because for when we've the army built, there's a battalion you can take that is the Shaman and 3 units of
That's
either Enlightened or Zangor or
But you're
Skyfires.
planning for your big army.
Yeah, because I have it all there. It's just a matter of getting it painted on. But I've started putting paint on the Zangor lads.
Cool. Pete, are you going to join us in our Path to Glory campaign?
Of course,
I
you
think
think
you
you
might.
should.
I think
You
you
should,
should.
Pete.
I should. I should
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
don't let
You
Sean
can ask me
scare
now
you.
what I'm going to do.
What are you
aren't
going to do,
Pete,
Sean?
what are you going to do?
Do you know what I'm going to do?
What am I?
I think because I've been looking at the Ideneth, I'm going to do the Ideneth,
That's a great
and
idea.
I'm going to have a big turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You won't
gonna
be
have
able to have a big turtle from the start, though.
No, but I'm going to get a big turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just going to put some Ideneth lads together because unlike you lot, I mean, the guys at the end of this podcast are going to be looking going, that guy has no clue. I'm just in it for the crack. So I'm going to put together an Ideneth army.
I think you'll find I'm also in the front rank.
Oh, right. So there's 2 people in it for the crack.
We're
which
all
is
in it
good.
for the crack. Because
No, I
Right,
hate
okay,
having
you
fun.
can't all be in it for the crack. There can only be some of us. Some of us are going to be serious now.
I'm deadly serious.
Right, okay. So me and Mark are in it for the crack. You can be in it for whatever you
Okay.
want. So Ideneth, I'd say. Yeah.
I done it as well.
Yeah. Cool. Twice. Ow.
Oh, that's the one
the
you're
other
building
people
towards.
who aren't here.
Yeah, but that's a different one.
So Jamesy is being
It's
Zinch
lovely.
as well.
Zinch.
And
Zinch
John
twice.
Cost
Zinch with the Lord of Change.
Storm-
John
Stormcast.
Cost is a new player. He's
Yeah.
going to be playing Stormcast.
Who's the song?
You may know John Cost from
Oh, John
some of
Cost,
our
yeah.
Go Nuts.
I think Paul
Game
said he
shows.
might join. Paul Choya.
Did he?
Sean
Yeah.
is joining
And
as well,
Sean, I hope. Yeah.
Stormcast.
Sean
Probably
is doing
Stormcast.
Probably
as well.
Stormcast or Raven Guard.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul. Did Paul say what he's going to do?
Raven Guard.
Maybe God, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't know, Paul has to finish out his
Sean, I don't
undead.
think motorbikes existed in.
Oh, Rhinos.
Sigmar's been up to some mad crap.
Yeah. Yes,
What's
sorry,
Sean
this
going to
is-
do with no Rhinos for his Raven Guard?
Yeah, when Sean
Yeah,
asks when
Sigmar.
the drop pod phase is, you just know, like, no, wrong. Yeah. Sorry,
Leave
Sean.
Sean alone.
No,
His Land Raiders only come with reverse gear. But anyway, that's beside the
just like his Arcanaut.
Come on, he's not here to
Good.
Poor Sean.
I think Paul will probably finish out his undead army. Because he has the... Do you remember-
Paul.
Paul Choya.
Choya,
Yeah.
Joyce.
Yeah.
Uh,
I can't remember. Is there Path to Glory tables for the other armies in the old General's Handbook?
There's some in the Path to Glory
Like
book,
for
and
dwarves or
there's-
Jordan or whatever they're called now.
Oh, Dispossessed.
They've been
Yeah.
They've been the
I think-
Paths to Glory
Paths to
supplement.
I
Glory.
think there might be.
I can run in and grab the book and see.
I'm nearly positive they're in the
Yeah,
Paths to Glory
okay.
supplement. And that's been FAQ'd, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
FAQ'd.
That's
Cute.
good.
With
Who
all
else?
the-
Are we missing anyone else that might be in the campaign with us?
No.
But like, it's more than last time.
I think Sigmar himself
It's
is going
open
to play.
for members at
Of
any
course, yeah. If,
Well, like
if anybody's listening to this,
That's
I
4 of
think-
us.
Yeah, so
you
Three
mad
boys.
people.
So it's twice as many because there's only 4 of us doing it the last time.
There was.
There's 8 now.
Yeah, no, there's.
Cheaters.
Who's the 8?
The 4 of us:
That's
John
right.
Coss,
Yeah.
Sean,
Yeah.
Jamesy, and Shoga.
Oh, yeah, okay. That'd be
Wow.
good.
Double
Double,
the
double.
excitement.
Yeah, and I
trouble.
heard that Sigmar himself's going to join in.
And weirdly
that's
enough,
I don't
there
want to
is-
spoil anything, but I've just heard that that's...
Spoiler.
Oh, there's no
Spoiler.
destruction, but there's 2.
There's loads of order. Yay.
Do you all know how to win at this campaign, guys?
Yes.
Kill all
Yes.
kill all the other guys on
10
the opposite
glory
side.
Have
points.
fun.
Or
No, after you
Kill
get
your
10 glory
opponent.
points, you have to
yeah, there's another
have
option
a battle.
though.
Is there?
5
Yeah.
new followers.
Sabotage.
5 new follower units. You can also try and win. It's new.
5
Oh,
what? 5
no,
new
I
followers.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
We maybe shouldn't have that
after
one. Though, 'cause
5
it'll be over very
rounds,
quick.
Yes.
Maybe not.
you can try and
Well,
win again.
it might be
Awesome.
over after 5 rounds.
But I won't be trying to win after 5 rounds because I'll be saving up 3 rounds for a black coat.
I could just win at the start because I'll have 5 units of followers.
5
Yes!
new units, you idiot.
5 new.
units.
Ah.
Oh god. And
But the earnings.
Jerry's woken up.
Jerry's back.
5 additional sets of
And
followers
you're
after
back in the
your
room.
starting set of
So
followers.
All right.
someone can win it after 6 games.
Ah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sure, look, isn't that it?
But like, why would you want to win it after 6 when you
Have
got
the crack.
I want to win it after. I want to win it after.
Thought
6
you were in it
games.
for the crack.
Oh no, I'm in it for the crack, but I'm also in it for the win.
I
No,
never-
you
I
can't.
never
One or the
want to
other.
win.
One or the other beat.
I just
Sure,
want
we
to
know
kill
that.
my opponents.
Mark's secret, he wants to win all the time.
I don't.
Anyway,
I do really.
Cool. So that's our Path to Glory campaign.
Yay!
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? What's next?
What?
What's next to the
It's the
table of contents?
Well,
it's the knitting section. Voulez-vous crochet avec moi?
Jerry touched on it
That's
a little
crochet,
bit
not knitting.
Oh,
in the Path to Glory campaign where he's using that to make his big match play army
Yeah.
or whatever. I'm doing the same with the hope to get in a turtle, just like Pete,
I'm just going to buy a turtle.
and some sharks.
But I
yeah, you
think,
should just
like,
buy them.
I think we all are.
I am
Mark-
also doing the same.
Mark's doing
Yeah.
it very
And the
nice.
I'm just
Octopus
looking
ones.
through the battalions here of what I can have.
Sean, I presume, already has all
Well,
of the
Sean has
Stormcast
one
painted
for
already.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
And the Raven Guard.
And the
Sean is the ultimate of speed painters.
he is.
Oh, he is crazy. Mind you, I'm
He'll finish a model one of these days as well.
So
Lady Oleander.
the new releases for Age of Sigmar,
Oh.
all
Oh
of
man, a constant stream.
like this release for Age of Sigmar and this block release for this product has seen a lot of easy to build sets,
Yes.
which
Good.
is a new thing. Game
Good.
Workshop. They've always had easy build sets,
Yeah.
but a lot of the
A
bigger
lot
things
more
now
this time.
are easy to
Essentially
build.
all of everything that was in Soul Wars is easy
Yeah.
to build. Plus a couple of extras.
There's a lot of
The
cool
big
stuff.
characters, like
Yeah.
the really big ones.
But
Yeah.
the quality is amazing.
Now the
Yeah.
one thing I have about easy to builds
Oh,
is
oh.
all
Converting.
models are converting or
It is.
Yeah, yeah. You
kind
can
of
still do it
posing
though.
them and stuff.
But like, because I did a fair bit of it with
Everything's gonna be
the
the same.
Blood Warriors,
To
and
an
it was like
extent.
for like if you even just
Yeah, but
swap
if you
out a
really
weapon
do
or a
it,
head,
right?
that can make a huge difference.
But you can still make changes.
Yeah,
You can, but I'm saying the posing of all the models.
But you can still make changes to poses.
Yeah, but that's if you're
yeah. Well, like, you
good
can
enough.
switch out a head or a weapon, and you can make the
So
model
your
look
main
a
moan
really
is that you're
different
not
way.
good enough to
Yeah.
do the posing on the.
What are you saying about me? Yes.
You
yes.
can make it look
That is true.
completely.
I truly believe that the for me, right? Okay, I know that everybody knows that I have an issue with building stuff because I don't have that much time these days.
He is
And
loads,
the
he just
fact that I built
You're
2,500
Loads
points
of
at
time,
elves.
loads of money.
I mean, we all remember the 5 wood elves, don't we?
Yeah.
Just came to
That
the
was a
shop
good
with the
day.
intention to build. Thought I'd do some wood. I've got a box of wood elves here. I'm going to add them into some Sylvaneth, and I built 5 in about 2.5 hours. And
Yeah, but that's
it was,
because you never stop talking.
It was more than
Ever.
epic.
was it that more than that?
Ever.
So
You
to
should come to one of
me,
me and Mark's paint nights where we just don't talk to each other.
beautiful models that are easy to build, class.
Yeah, we don't talk.
Bring it on.
We always have to crack one.
I can't paint by myself, but then I'll invite Ronan over to the house to go paint, and then,
And
we
then
don't
just
talk
get
to each other.
But the weird thing is, if I
We
ever
just
go
play- we just play
painting,
footsie.
if I ever go paint with, okay.
It's just to hear his breath in the
Alright.
room.
Hey, stop it!
Lovely.
There is a potential that my wife might listen.
I doubt it, Mike. I really doubt it.
Yeah, just in case. It's all lies. It's all lies.
But the new easy to build stuff,
Great.
regardless of Mark's
Reservations?
reservation, and it is a good point,
Yeah.
are amazing.
Oh, they are fantastic.
The
Absolutely.
way, like, the grip, the Lord Arcanum on the grip charger in the box, the way that fits together is just
Sure, it's
amazing.
mad.
It is. Like, I didn't glue any of mine.
Really?
I just
Because of
Stay
my
loyal to the
OCD,
easy to
I
build,
glue
easy
them anyway.
quick
Yeah.
I was going to say a staple to put
I
together.
got my welder out.
Ronan making the international sign for the stapler.
But since that, they had the Ballista, the Securitors, the
The Miremorn Banshees.
Yeah,
and
the
the
Cadors.
yeah.
what are the 2 dudes on the two undead dudes on the
there's a
horses?
character on the
Yes, the ones.
dog thing.
Yeah.
What do they call
Greyhounds?
them?
Castigators.
Dracoline.
Dracolines.
But yeah,
Castigators are easy to
a
build.
lot of easy to build stuff. It
Chain
just
rasps.
makes me think.
Is this the
RPW
future?
Yeah. Is this the future of Muslim?
Jesus, I know it strays away a bit from the part, but I wish they'd make Necromunda easy to build.
It could be, but remember they're appealing to they're appealing to everybody on this front, which is.
It's not daunting for new players.
But if you're an experienced player, an experienced gamer, those models are still awesome.
Yeah.
You know. So there you go.
Um,
That is my 2 penny worth.
So what's coming out this weekend? This
Tell us.
is the recording. We are at the
7th.
7th.
of July, 2018.
So,
Did-
Kill Team.
We're not talking about.
That's
okay.
age. No, that's the age.
Oh,
of
alright.
The next
Sigmar
new release for
releases.
Age of Sigmar.
Oh, that's next weekend.
Yeah.
Is
The boy on the tour line.
Yeah.
Kill teams. No.
Reaver God! No, it's not them, no.
Do you know Decky? You know what?
It's Western themed.
The guy on the big tour line, the Lord Arcanum on the big tour line.
I'll have one of those.
It's like a Pegasus.
Lura.
Yeah, it's a big box set. It's 90 euro.
Whoa.
For that, lad.
How big
Yeah.
is it? For
It's-
you
I
people
don't
at home,
know.
you can't see, but
Yeah, big.
it's that big.
Wow.
I don't think it's as big as the Star Drake.
It's not. And what's the undead one? that's coming out?
The Black Coach.
Black
Oh,
Coach
yeah.
Warrior.
The Black
70
Coach.
euro.
I heard that was cancelled.
The Black Coach model is bigger.
It's a great model.
It's bigger than the
Absolutely
guy.
I'm
amazing.
jazzing you, Mark.
Yeah. The one I missed getting was Lady Oleander.
We'll get
I
some.
should have ordered her, but she's out of stock now. I'll get her eventually.
Don't worry.
I'll order
I
for
can't
Monday.
use her in the Paths to Glory anyway,
I'll
so
order
she'll be
for you.
later on.
I've got one.
Please go on.
I've got one. I don't even play that army, but I've got
I just threw it out. Did you remember? Is that the one you just threw in the bin?
I opened it and crushed it.
I opened it, licked it, and threw it in
Melted
the
it
bin.
down, proper
Yeah.
good.
I think the black, of all the new death kind of hero level models,
The Black Coach.
the
looks
Black Coach is the only
amazing.
one that I can use in Paths to Glory.
Black-
anyway.
But it's an amazing model, I have
Yeah.
to say. I
It
was
is.
looking at it the other
Yeah.
night, and it's unbelievably good.
Yeah.
It's really well posed. The stuff around it, even I would consider getting one of those.
You probably should. I'll order you on Monday.
Okay.
But it makes me wonder, like, the Black Coach seems like a bigger model than the Lord Arcanum on a tour line.
It's on a, it's on
I
a
don't
Dragon
think
base,
it's cheaper.
isn't it, or something?
What?
It's on a Star Drake base, isn't it?
It is on a big oval base.
It's one. I can't remember the size.
But the tour line just doesn't look as big. The Lord Arcanum on a tour
So I'm
line.
just
So
looking
it just
through
makes me wonder,
my-
are you paying for power again?
Oh, look at them there.
Say
Of course
possible.
you are. So that's this
Well,
is the G-Dubs
we
business
could-
one, isn't it?
yeah, you could be paying for power.
It's the only way to
think-
explain why Blood Knights are the price they are.
The only way to know, I suppose, is by getting it in, and we can
Having a look, yeah.
have a
Maybe
look
the
and
tour
tell
line is a
everybody.
lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be, but
build
it's
one,
more expensive.
build one up and
I'll
tell
definitely
everybody
have one.
about how big it is.
Yeah.
In comparison
I'll
to
build
what?
it and convert it with a seal's head on it so I can play with my idleness.
I don't like the colour of the horses.
Just chop a seal's head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
No seals will be hurt in the gaming community.
Is that the new name of the episode? Club and Seals?
So
Hey!
stop
Oh,
it!
club and seals you.
They're like seals in the nightclub.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Best look club in one of them.
So that's all the Sigmar releases that's coming out next weekend, I think.
What about Kill Teams?
Stop it!
Bold Mark.
Stop it! So
Bold Mark.
I think that's pretty much it for our first episode. Over the next couple of episodes, we'll keep you in touch with how our Path to Glory campaign is going.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very
And
nice.
because we aim to hopefully have these painted.
That's why I got my tin of white spray.
Yeah.
I know.
I was going to suggest that we're all live on.
Oh, here we go.
Go on then.
When you're what's wrong with you, Mark?
Just
When you're rolling on your new follower table, if your army is fully painted, you could adjust the dice roll.
no,
No.
Why that is, bro?
Why?
Because
no,
you get to sit all day and paint things. That's why.
no. You paint like a demon.
I've
There's a
actually,
demon on the box of the paints. Who's painting?
Yeah, you're not a golden demon.
Oh,
You
okay.
just paint
I have
really
actually
quick.
started painting all my
Yeah.
Paths
Well,
to Glory.
no.
I would say no.
thought it
No.
might be an
It's an interesting theory,
Yeah,
but
but
I've
no.
spun-
Your dice won't betray you anyway. You'll just call out a number, you'll roll it, it'll be that number.
This is true. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah.
There you go.
One's dice are possessed.
Okay. Well, I think that's it.
Yep.
Anything to add, chaps?
Well, I've brought a kind of speech with me if I can go through. It's about 400. It's about the size of the Age of Sigmar book, core rule book. So
Where is it? Show us.
I'm just going to start.
Oh,
on
your
page,
speech.
I'm just going to start on page 1.
Oh, is this the audio book?
This is the
audio.
audio. This is
Soul Wars, the audio.
the Soul Wars, the audio book, as read in Yorkshire. Right.
Hey, there was
He
Sigma.
mounted his whippet and charged towards the night hunt.
Nagash was right proper bad.
The gosh was right mad about
Sigma,
it.
why are they up in the sky? Why don't they come down
How
here?
very dare you profile me on my nation
Poor
of
Pete.
Yorkshire.
Poor
Cool.
piece.
Okay.
Alright.
Poor Yorkshire piece.
I think that's it for this episode.
Ah,
I've been
it is.
Ronan. Mark is Mark.
I've been me.
Jerry is Jerry.
Actually, I'd be somebody
Paul.
else because I'm being Pete. And we will explain in the next one why I'm called Pete.
Why are you called Pete?
Well, let's just explain it now. Just before we end, I came into the shop, spoke to Ronan, and Ronan called me Pete, and I ain't got the heart to say to him, my name's Paul. So we carried on for a little while, and I did say to him eventually, my name's actually Paul, and he went, right, Pete. And that was and that was that.
Yeah.
So it's carried from there.
It's like a turn. It's like a
Turn of
form
endearment. Yeah.
I think it's funny that you do respond to Pete.
Yeah.
I do too. It's really weird. I feel like, people shout it in the street, and I turn around, and it's not even me.
So that's our episode 1.
Yay.
Donuts for Gaming Audio podcast.
Episode 1.
So
Series
Torching
1.
Turtles.
Episode 1.
Apparently
Series
so.
Yeah.
Tune in next time.
What's our schedule for this? Maybe every
We don't have a
2
schedule?
weeks.
We're going to wing it.
Every 2 weeks or something.
No,
like
we
that?
don't wing it.
Oh, sorry, we're
Tell
not.
your
No.
listeners where they're supposed to find
If
it.
you've been
Right,
listening for the last 46 minutes, you probably realise that we do wing it.
But we must.
Even though there's stuff written down.
No, there's a clipboard with
Yeah.
things on it.
Let's say 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, that didn't
That
hurt.
probably hurt.
That
Sorry.
didn't hurt any
Sorry,
of the
sound
listeners.
person.
here.
Right, the sound person is gripping their head and rolling around on the floor.
Don't
Thanks for that.
apologize to the sound person. It's everybody else that's
Oh
listening
God!
to
What's
that.
that noise? Maud can edit that out.
AK
Yeah,
fire.
you better.
Okay.
So that's it.
Let's say 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks or so.
2 weeks.
No, every 2 weeks.
Every
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Not also.
Every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, give or
This
take.
might be recorded in Ireland, but it won't necessarily just be listened to in Ireland.
True that.
We
True
need
that.
time
pal.
So every 2 weeks.
Or so.
Hey guys,
Roughly.
thanks for listening,
Roughly fortnightly.
and we'll see you in about 14 days.
Yes.
2 weeks.
See you later,
Donuts for
folks.
gaming.
Bye-bye.
Boo!